In the darkness he creeps, ready to rage out at everybody in his chat. Dear God, ladies and gentlemen, has Cyrax had an interesting couple of weeks because all this little dude is doing is raging and losing his mind more and more, just kind of like the good old days.
What's up, YouTube? I'm about to make this very clear right now. I am sick of you motherfucking trolls doing the shit that you guys do to me. Marty, William, Edward Boy, and any troll out there that thinks that they're badass. You guys are not badass. If anything, every single one of you deserves to be kicked off the YouTube platform and IP banned from every social media site on the face of the planet.
Cyrax is somebody who used to be a fixture on this channel. We would cover all of his freakouts week by week, but then somewhere along the line last year, he just stopped freaking out. And when you're someone like Cyrax who has no redeeming qualities other than people liking to see you freak out, well, then nobody seems to care. He was just sitting back playing his video games, having a good old time, and I feel like anybody who's followed the Cyrax story for any period of time could tell that this is just something that nobody wanted to see. Cyrax is a predator, one of the worst, and something that people all around the world can agree on is that nobody wants to see a child predator smiling and happy and having a good time playing his video games all day long. So now, fast forward a couple months, Cyrax is right back to doing what he does best. And what's really weird about this particular instance that we're going to look at today, it's Cyrax going against basically nobody. You know, usually to see Cyrax freak out, you gotta have someone else on that call with him to really rile him up. But what we're looking at today is a stream Cyrax did a few days ago where he just sat here and screamed and cried about all the normal stuff that he goes through on a daily basis. You know, Marty's messing with him again, that's nothing out of the usual. Cyrax wants to go back to his old life. I don't really know what was so grandiose about that, but he's bitching about that again. It's really just that same old Cyrax cycle of him complaining about everything that he feels like the trolls are wronging him for, but it's the way he goes about coping about this and trying to fight this that's so interesting to me. You know, Cyrax at any moment could turn off his computer and most of this would probably stop. But the problem is that if you know Cyrax like I know Cyrax, then you'll know very well that he can't fathom the thought of getting off the internet. This is his job at the end of the day, and he's a multi-millionaire just waiting to collect that money that these trolls are withholding from him. Now, the way I summed that up is not nearly, not even close to how Cyrax will do it, so I'm just going to shut my mouth and let you hear it from the goblin himself. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, at the beginning it may not seem like he's too angry, but just wait. Just you wait. It's not too long till he's screaming slurs at like a half-empty chat room, and it is just a phenomenal watch.
Because let me tell you, I have not done anything wrong to anybody. And I'm tired of taking the blame for what everybody else does to me. Marty, I'm never gonna bow down to you. William, Edward Boy, fuck you stupid sucking mother.
You know, if you've watched any of my videos, you know I'm really light on the censorship, but even today, I couldn't help it. He has to drop an F-bomb like 200 times in this video, but by the end of it, I'm just not going to care and going to stop editing them out, so.
I'm tired of these attacks on me and my friends and my family. You guys are nothing without me and you know it. That's why you want to keep me around. But I also know that half of you want to see me homeless. So you can sit there and go, ha ha ha, look at the homeless Cyrax. You know what's sad? I want to retire from YouTube so bad that it's pathetic. But I can't. And you want to know why I can't retire from YouTube like I want? Because I know if I go to any other platform, people like the trolls are going to false report me in the masses. Why? Because they don't want me on any other platform. Why don't they want me on any other platform that won't take their shit? Because they know on any other platform, they wouldn't be able to touch me. That's why. You know you wouldn't be able to touch me.
Cyrax has always had this misconception that people just don't want to see him do good, and while that may be true, the reason people don't want him on all these different websites like Kick, like Twitch, like YouTube, isn't because they're trying to single him out and keep them all to themselves. For some people, that may be the case, but they don't want Cyrax to have any type of internet contact to anybody, because if you know Cyrax's behavior, he's an internet predator. He's known to go after people who he thinks are underage. In the beginning of the video, he says that all the trolls who go after him should be banned from all platforms, which is really funny considering that Cyrax is banned on most platforms. And most of the times, it's for saying slurs or whipping his pecker out. There's many different reasons why Cyrax is banned from these websites, not even just the fact that he's a creep, and he can't understand that. He'll keep coming back again and again, time after time, and then he'll get really upset and blame the trolls when he inevitably loses his account. And yeah, they're probably reporting the hell out of him, because who wouldn't to get this guy off the internet, but it's still on YouTube and on Kick to make that final decision, and when they see Cyrax's content and the stuff he does, yeah, any person in their right mind would get that off of there.
I'm sick of this shit. I want to retire from YouTube so goddamn bad. I want to go back to my roots as a Twitch and a Kick streamer. But I can't do that, can I? No. Why? Because everybody wants to around with me. I'm sick of it. I want to retire so goddamn bad, but I can't. I want to retire so bad from YouTube and go back to my roots as a streamer, but nobody wants me to do that. Why? Because y'all want to sit here and bully me. And no, I refuse to get a real job. You want to know why? Because I was making real ass money. I was making more money in one day on Twitch than I ever would have at a regular job. So you tell me, why should I give that up? Why should I give up a job that I enjoyed? Why? In one day, I was making $116. In one day. One day. Why should I give that kind of pay up? Why?
Jesus, he's spewing a lot of bullshit in that one. He starts by saying he wants to retire. Now, I don't think that means that he wants to retire fully, because we all know how asinine that would be, considering he doesn't have a dollar to his name. But he wants to retire from doing YouTube videos, and he wants to go back to his roots as a Kick streamer, despite Kick coming out like a year or two ago. That's his roots. That's where Cyrax comes from. And I don't understand why he feels like he has to stay on YouTube and make videos to get to that point to want to retire. But again, I think it's because he's just waiting to finally make his nut, to finally get that, to get all those millions and millions of dollars that he's been deprived of. And he thinks once he gets that, he can finally move on and have a good time just streaming Forza over on Twitch. But again, this is just more delusions from him, because he knows deep down he's never going to see this money. He has to, right? I mean, I know he's crazy, and I'm probably giving him way too much credit, but somewhere in his little mind, he has to know that this money is never going to come his way, because if it would have already gotten there. But then again, I guess it's easier just to blame Marty than to look at his own failures. Then, though, then he says that he refuses to get a real job. Why? Because he was making good money on Twitch. $116 a day? Who's making that at a real job, ladies and gentlemen? Any of you? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You could be a CEO at a company. You're not making $116 a day, ladies and gentlemen. Those fat stacks like Chance was making. It's just crazy, because he doesn't realize that you can make that and much more if you actually have a skill at a job you're doing. But Chance doesn't have any of that. He just wants to dick around online. And that's exactly what he's doing here. You know, Sally and Ed, his grandmom and his stepdad, they've already come to facts that Cyrax isn't going to get a job. They don't really even expect him to even try because Sally's under the impression that he's too sickly and he gets trolled too often to actually get a real job. And while the latter may be true, Cyrax does seem well enough to go around doing little odd jobs. Now, I've recommended before the dump, him just sifting around at the dump, like there's nobody there he can really, like, hurt. He'll kind of just be like messing around with old metal and stuff like that. I don't know, but like he could do something. Don't sit here and tell me he couldn't. But this is just another one of his old excuses to never have to find a real job. For years, he said that it was because a high school teacher told him to just do what you love and you never have to work a day in your life. And Cyrax decided to take that and mean, oh my god, so if I just sit around, playing video games and whacking off all day, that's my job. That's what I love. So he's allowed to do that now in his own mind. And to see him sitting here and basically just talking down on people, being like, listen, like, I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to get this job that I want on YouTube and on Twitch and on Kick despite being banned from all these platforms, and all you people are just going to have to deal with it, is so rich seeing it come from Cyrax because he's never gotten a W or anything over the trolls, and he thinks that just by saying this constantly, one of these days he's going to wish it into existence. But we all know that is not going to happen.
Oh, and if you guys don't believe me about the bullying, go back and watch my last video where I exposed the fuck out of them. Don't believe me about that shit? Go back and watch the video where I exposed what they do to me. Oh yeah, they steal my music, they bully me, they harass my family, they attack my friends.
I'm not cutting in here to make a point or anything. I just want to point this out. If you guys look at the screen right now, I didn't pause the video or anything. Cyrax just sits here in like a statuesque form, just staring at the screen for a good 15 seconds, and then he immediately snaps right back out of it.
And Marty, you and I both know the only reason why you made me look like a pedophile, you stupid, is so you can isolate me, you sick. I'm telling you right now, Marty, this is not a fucking joke. And I mean this very literally. If you and William and N-word boy do not leave me alone, I'm afraid that I'm going to end up finding you guys and all three of you. And that's not a joke. So for your safety, I suggest all three of you leave me alone. Because you pushed me to the point to where I will commit murder and not care. Do you not realize that you guys have pushed me to that point? I don't want to be at that point. I don't. All I want is to be left alone to do my job.
What job? I mean, look, I know these guys like William, Marty, N-word boy, they're not easy on Cyrax. But it's not just them. There's tons of other trolls out there doing whatever they can to get under Cyrax's skin. And obviously it can become a lot, but at the end of the day, you can't really care because it's Cyrax. This is the grave he dug himself. But for him to say it's their fault, it's all of you guys' fault for him having like murderous intent. It's just such a crazy thing to try to claim. Like, I get, Cyrax, that people pick on you a lot, but again, it's kind of your fault. It's not really your place to sit here and go, hey, because you guys messed with me so much because of what I did, well, now I'm just gonna try to off you a little bit. The thing is, it's just an empty threat from Cyrax, and no one knows he's ever gonna act on it. But it's just another one of those things you probably shouldn't let any normal person walk around saying. Daniel Larson said this stuff all the time. The only reason Cyrax is never in jail for these threats is because he's not giving them against the government like Daniel did.
Here's what you don't understand, dude. Before Marty and them did what they did, I was working. I had a job as a professional streamer, making 115 bucks a day, doing good for myself. Doing real good for myself. But what did Marty do? He ripped it all away like a selfish prick. And why did he rip it away? Because he wants to isolate me. And all you that agree with him are sheep. You don't think for yourselves. You're sheep. You're a bunch of bitches. You don't know how to think for yourself. All you do is run your suckers. That's all you do is talk, talk, talk. You guys don't think for yourselves. Like I said, I want to retire so bad, but because of you, Marty, I can't. Why? Because you're a selfish, egotistical, narcissistic bitch that deserves to be. That's what you deserve. You deserve death, you monster. Because that's what you are. You're a monster. For 7 years, I have been bullied, and I'm sick of it. 7 years, I have been isolated, attacked, bullied, online and offline, and I'm sick of it.
So if you're curious as to what he's even complaining about, apparently Marty had been hacking into his channel and then found that his search results had some really interesting things in them, such as Cyrax asking if rocks are edible, which sounds exactly like something Cyrax would look up. But then he found something else that Cyrax got a little more pissed off about, and that was Cyrax's his proclivity to look up NSFW material involving a son and a stepdad, which probably made things really weird around the house considering him and Ed's relationship, but I digress. As Cyrax sits here and screams, 7 years this has been going on, he doesn't realize that it has been like so many years, and he doesn't realize how to not fall for these same old tricks like he always does. You know, his accounts will always get hacked to the end of time. He'll always be trolled forever and always, and he can't do anything to stop it. And that's what's so annoying to Chance, because he loves being in control. He loves being the one to be like, nah, this is how it's gonna go. We're gonna do it my way. And when he's in these situations where he has like no sway or no pull one way or the other, it drives him crazy because he wants to be the big man. He wants to be the big tough guy that everyone's going to be afraid of. But it's Chance, and genuinely no one cares.
I don't deserve this. I deserve to live my life. 7 years of pure hell. No, I'm not doing this to myself. I'm telling the truth that no one else will. So you. Y'all think you know shit? You don't know a damn thing. You don't know what my life has been like for the past 7 years. You don't know what my life has been like, the hell I've been through, the hell my family's had to suffer through. You think I like being angry? No, I don't. I hate being angry. I hate it. Y'all don't understand the pain that I've been through, the hell that I've dealt with. And you think I like being in that mindset? No. I don't care what he wants. I genuinely don't care. All I want is my life back and to do what I'm good at, which is my music and my gaming. That's all I ask. Oh, he definitely is. That motherfucker is obsessed. And honestly, he needs help. He really does need help. He's not mentally well. He is sick in the head.
It's classic Cyrax for him to claim that somebody else is sick in the head, but then again, he likes to push his problems onto other people. As you'll see in a little bit here, he goes balls to the wall with that one. But he says that he wants to go back to doing what he is good at, and that's his gaming streams. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I do not know if you've ever seen a Cyrax gaming stream, but I'm going to show you one that he did a few nights ago right here. You know, Cyrax was playing some Skate 3, a game that myself and many other people I think really have a lot of fond memories of. And seeing Cyrax play this game the way he is, well, it'll make you pretty sad, ladies and gentlemen. But with that being said, let's see Cyrax do what he does best, and let's see Cyrax's gaming stream.
Oh. Oh. How the hell? Oh, there we go, there we go. Oh.
Even if you've never played Skate 3 before, I think you can see that the all-time great video game player is not very good at this game. And I don't want to toot my own horn, ladies and gentlemen, but this greatly offends me, because now I'm about to show you a compilation of my own from Skate 3 from about 7 years ago. And we're going to do it with a Club Doom classic playing in the background. Link in the description below.
Pasta and yogurt, it tastes like heaven. And wheat and pasta and I just started there. Yeah. We've been to Korea's before. They call us a lethal weapon. You brandish an unsheathed plain hero Roni Kenshin. We kicked it aside of your door. Use the one to get to seven. Where was that bravado you had a hot minute ago? Hey, we got ups, but I wouldn't say we beef. How the saying go, it's a two-way street. Get me on the pipe and you know they had a tweak. I'm just trying to lay my name, you get what I'm speaking. We entertain the masses and anywhere the weekend. There's some asshole think that you can press the lead and put the whole squad down, get out within the weekend. But we stars, boys, so continue, go and see.
So yeah, I think we can all agree that Chance still has a lot of work to do here on YouTube if he's looking to retire and become a full-time video game player, because that Skate 3 gameplay will just not cut it. But let's get back to see what he's complaining about.
You know, y'all don't understand the amount of times that I've lied awake at night, bawling my eyes out until I fall asleep, wishing this would all stop, wishing I could get my life back. I'm sick of this. I don't deserve any of this. If anybody deserves it, it's Tony. He's the one that deserves it, not me. Tony the pedophile deserves this hell, not me.
And of course, Chance has to try to point the finger at anybody else he feels that's worse than him to try to get the trolls off his back a little bit. Thing is, Tony's an absolute creep and he doesn't deserve any type of sympathy. Cyrax is about to tell you every single thing that Tony's done, but at the end of the day, it doesn't make Cyrax exempt from criticism because there's another, creepy dude out there too. Just because another guy happens to be a pedo too, Chance, doesn't mean that you're in the clear and you shouldn't be messed with. But of course, Cyrax thinks his situation is such a misunderstanding, because it was online, it shouldn't matter. And because Tony's situation was in a mall, well, now it matters. Both of them matter, and both of you guys are pieces of shit.
What I don't understand is why can't anybody just leave me alone? Why can't anybody leave me alone? Why? You think it's funny watching me be pissed? You think it's funny watching me suffer? I don't enjoy it. I hate being angry. Let me tell you right now, you guys that are sitting there running your mouths, you don't understand the mental anguish, the pain that I deal with every day. You don't understand what I deal with on a daily basis. You guys sit there and you say that it's funny what I'm going through. You don't understand what it's like for me when the cameras aren't on. You don't understand what it's like for me when the cameras aren't on. The hell that I deal with, the shit that I see. The shit that I deal with, the shit that I have to listen to.
It's just a bunch of the same old bitching and moaning from Cyrax. He's sitting here trying to garner sympathy points from anybody that he can, and for the most part, everybody knows what person Cyrax really is, so nobody's going to give him an inch. But there can be people who may just stumble on into his stream or stumble across one of these videos and feel really bad for Cyrax because of these crocodile tears he's showing in each one of these videos. And it's going to get a lot worse by the end of it, trust me. He put out a new video that's it's so unbelievable, but we'll get there. I also like how he says that, these trolls don't know what goes on behind the cameras. When the camera's off, you don't know what Chance deals with. Well, we see a lot of what Chance deals with when he's on camera, and it's not too pleasant. But the thing is, he talks about it like it's some reality show. Like there's some backstage politicking Cyrax is going through, and Marty, William, and N-Word Boy, his executives, they're rubbing Cyrax the wrong way. He's losing his mind here, and it's only going to get worse, especially when he starts talking about Tony again, because he's really passionate when it comes to that topic. He wants to make it known that he's totally against people like Tony and creeps like him, when Cyrax again is just one and the same.
Like I said, I've said this a million times. I understand I made my mistakes, but I deserve a pass. Tony don't deserve the fucking pass. Tony did real pedo shit in real life. I didn't. Oh no, the f*** I don't. And all you guys that think that, you're wrong. You think I don't deserve the pass? You're wrong. Everything you say is bullshit. Because clearly you don't know what you're talking about. Why do I deserve a pass? You wanna know why? Because at least I'm not out here in real life doing what Tony does. Tony does real life pedo shit. Takes pictures of underage girls. Admits to having child on his computer. And admits to liking girls that look underage. He does that shit every day. And yet, why does he get a pass? No, the I don't, man. I don't do that shit. That's Tony that does that. Where's your proof, mother? Where's your proof? You motherfuckers! You pedal leather bitches! Where's your proof? You ain't got none! You ain't got no proof, bitches! And you know it! You know you ain't got proof! You know you ain't got proof on me!
So despite there being mountains and mountains of proof on Cyrax being a pedo, despite Cyrax admitting before that he did do that, but he changed and it'll never happen again, and despite Cyrax continuing to try to talk to people who he thinks are underage online, he has the nerve to say that he deserves the pass. Now you might be wondering, what kind of pass is this? A hall pass to sleep with whoever he wants? He's single, why would he need that? The N-word pass? He says it anyway, why would he need that? No, ladies and gentlemen, the pedo pass. You see, Cyrax believes that the only thing that he's ever done wrong was getting tricked by Kate when she pretended to be an underage girl to initially trick Cyrax, which is what leads to everybody calling him a pedo. Other than that, he doesn't believe he's done anything wrong at all. And let's not forget, back when all this was coming out and Cyrax really didn't want the news out there about what he had done and talked to an underage decoy, well, Cyrax tried to order a hit on Kate and her family, and Cyrax's words, not mine. You know, if the kids get caught in the crossfire and all that, it's unfortunate, but it has to happen. Like, this is an evil person, a horribly evil person, but he wants to sit here, cry and complain, and point the finger at other people who, yes, are terrible, but Cyrax, again, that doesn't give you any type of pass, and that's what he wants so badly. He wants people to just forget about the past and not worry about it. Despite Cyrax doing all these creepy things, Cyrax needs a career. He needs to make money. So all you people who keep calling him out and holding him responsible for his actions, you guys need to stop because you're messing with his livelihood. Imagine actually thinking like that. Now, I bet you there are creeps out there who got caught up for stuff and they're really salty and sulking about the fact that they have to be responsible for their own actions. But Cyrax takes it to a whole new level. He just believes everyone should forgive and forget. Or you know what? No, that's not even good enough. Just completely rewire your brain and forget that Cyrax did all the horrible things he did. Because he's a good guy, you know? His words, not mine. He deserves to be looked at as like, you know, someone with respect, like a human being. And again, you kind of lose any type of sympathy or love from anybody when you do the predatory things you do. I know I've been saying it a lot, but it's the constant of this video. Cyrax can sit here and cry and complain all he wants, but nothing's ever going to change. And whose fault is it? All yours, Chance.
I want to see your mother proof, bitches. Where's it at? I want to see your proof that I still do this shit. Where's your proof that I still do this shit to this day? Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's your proof that I supposedly still do this shit? Where's it at? Show me. Come on. Show me screenshots. Show me videos, mother. Where's it at? That's what I thought. You ain't got shit. You ain't got nothing. So sit down and shut up. Your words don't mean shit. It's all hearsay is what it is. It's all hearsay, mother. So much you got current proof. You ain't got nothing.
So as he usually does, Chance feels that the best course of action to go at the people who are making his life a living hell is to just threaten them more and more and more, because maybe one of these days, one of them will get really scared and stop messing with him. Chance says they've been going at it for like 7 years now. I'm not sure if it's actually been that long, but it has been a few years, and obviously Chance isn't someone who's going to learn things. He'll consistently do this same pattern and go through the same cycle until the end of time, as long as people are messing with him. But somehow I do not know how he doesn't realize that acting tough and trying to threaten these people is gonna go good for him. He does it all the time, and it always ends up with him looking like a chump. But I guess in his eyes, he's always the winner in these situations, so maybe he sees it differently. But I'll tell you what, he's not winning right now, because Chance has been going through a lot of pain recently, and if you were to watch that video we just did, you would see that pretty clearly. But it's not his heart that's hurting. It's not even his head scabs that are hurting. It's his leg again. If you guys have been around for any amount of time, you would know that about a year ago, Chance was really trying to get the trolls off his back, and he started saying that his leg was breaking out into like eczema or whatever, and it had a chance of falling off. And his leg was in such bad shape that the only thing that could cure it is the trolls fucking off. and it seems like Chance has run out of all other options, and he's run right back to this one because he's trying to do it all over again. And do you guys think it's going to work out? Do you think Chance's leg troubles are going to be enough to get the trolls to stop messing with him? I don't know. It's a bold strategy, but let's see if it pays off. So Chance starts out this stream trying to look in as much pain as he thinks he can, but then he looks at the chat a little bit, sees that there's some people filing in. He tries to kind of make up his next game plan, but his only thought is to act like he's in even more pain yet again.
Marty, and we're playing short for me. I'm telling you right now, for my fucking health, for my physical well-being, I need you all to back off and leave me alone. Because my eczema started up so bad on the back of my leg that I can't even walk. It hurts to walk. Y'all don't understand the amount of pain I'm in. Even just trying to do some things like stand or bend over. This shit hurts. Every day I'm in pain. Even though I don't show it, every day I am in pain, and I'm sick of being in pain. I know I need to go to the doctor. I know I do, but I can't because Marty wants to sit there and attack my shit.
Alright, I got a few things I need to point out about that little clip in general right there. Number one being that I had to censor out 14 F-bombs, and maybe you guys noticed where they were, maybe you didn't, but Cyrax here just has even extra of a bad mouth on him today. Every single line has to have some type of F-bomb in it, and I know I may sound hypocritical in saying that, because sometimes I swear like a sailor in these videos, but Jesus, Chance, let's cool it a little bit. Then he says that he can't go to the doctor for these horrible chronic leg injuries because Marty is going to mess with his shit. Now, what does he mean by that? I don't know. I bet you he's going to explain it soon, but what a ludicrous reason that is. I can't go to the doctor because this dude states away might go on and maybe call me some names, and I can't do that. I can't let my pride be sullied like that. And so because of that, I may as well just sit here and die. Like what a ridiculous thing to claim. Only Cyrax would say that because he's trying to do anything to get these guys to stop messing with him. He's trying to make everyone feel bad for him and be like, oh man, Cyrax, you know, you've been put through enough, dude. It's time for people to stop messing with you and move on. He's praying that one of these people will just come out and say that, but it's never going to happen. He'll keep trying this though, but watch, in about a week or two, you'd think that his leg was never even injured. He'll be up singing and dancing, bouncing around his room like he always does.
I'm not even kidding. My leg hurts so fucking bad right now. Marty, William, and everybody, I am begging you guys to back off of me. Back the fuck off. You and all your friends need to leave me alone. Leave my shit alone. But you don't want to do that, do you? That's too good for you, ain't it? You'd rather sit here and watch and laugh as I writhe in pain every day and night. You'd rather sit there and laugh as my skin slowly peels away as I writhe in pain, not knowing what to do. I know what you guys are probably thinking. Why can't you just go to the hospital? Because I know the minute that I leave, Marty's going to attack my computer. And I'm not about to have that shit happen. I'm not about to let my shit be attacked over some fat ass.
Wow, so this is really the angle he's going for. If you guys are confused, let me explain what's going on here. Apparently Marty must have been messing with Cyrax's computer or something recently, and now that Cyrax is going through these little health problems, he sees this as a perfect opportunity to come up with what in his mind is a really good excuse. You know, I can't go to the hospital, I can't go get treated, and my health is on the line. And it's on the line because I have to worry about my computer and all these guys messing with it. Chance doesn't understand how crazy this sounds when it's like you're putting your computer before your health, you know? You're putting all this online nonsense before your health. Now, in his mind, this is his job. This is everything to him. He's said that a bunch of times, that he needs to get back to his work, this non-existent work, non-existent job that he doesn't even have, but it means so much to Chance that he would put his own life on the line and not go to the doctor just to sit at home and stare directly at his computer so that none of these trolls can dare break into it. He is so ridiculous, but it's Cyrax. The guy will never change. They say a leopard never changes its spots. Well, Cyrax can't change his either, but that's mostly because he keeps getting like bed bug bitten on his head.
You all think this shit's funny, but it's not. My physical health is being affected by this shit. I want to go to the hospital so bad, but I can't. Because I'm not going to put my job at risk of Marty doing what he's doing. I refuse to let my shit be put at risk. Every day I wake up in pain. Every night I go to bed in pain. And it hurts so bad to walk. And it's not just my head, dude. It's my leg as well. My leg is just as bad as my head is, if not worse, on the back of my knee. Sad thing is, I can't go to the fucking hospital for another 2 weeks until my friend gets back. Because I'm not going to leave my shit unattended. I'm not going to leave my shit unlooked after. Because I would rather suffer in pain than give up my shit. No, I don't need a ambulance. What I need is for people to fuck off and leave my shit alone. At least long enough for me to go to the hospital and start getting well again. That's what I need.
I genuinely believe that if Cyrax were to go to the doctor tomorrow and find out he has like some catastrophic disease or something, he would run directly back to YouTube and scream at all the trolls for doing it to him. Every bad thing that happens in his life now is directly attributed to the trolls. That's exactly what he's doing here. He's crying when people tell him, hey, why don't I get you an ambulance if you're in this much pain? Oh, no, 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 no. Don't worry about that. You know, that's not important. What's important is that Marty and all these people stop messing with me. My computer and my shit is the most important thing. He's saying that some friend of his is away for a few weeks, and when they get back, they're going to help him out with everything, but it's just him making more and more excuses to try to get people off his back. It's so rich as he keeps doing this more and more and more and expects it to have a different result. We've seen Cyrax use this same leg excuse for so long, but again, he won't be talking about this in like a few short days, so it's just another thing that's going to come and go in the cycle of Cyrax.
I need people to f off and leave me the hell alone. That's what I need. I need people to f off so I can start physically and mentally getting better. That's what I need. Let me tell you right now. Y'all think you know pain? You don't know shit. You don't know what it's like to live in my body day in and day out. I'm fighting so fucking hard to hold back the tears of pain. Every step you take, you just feel like your leg's gonna explode. That's what my leg feels like.
So he sat there and he sulked about his leg for a little bit longer, and then the next day he was back to just complaining about the trolls like everything was just, back to normal. No more leg pain, but I'm sure it's still there. Now don't get it twisted here. I bet you Cyrax's leg is hurting him. It's probably in some pain, but the fact that he's trying to drum it up this much and dramatize it to this level is just laughable. He's not like gonna keel over and die tomorrow. He probably just needs to go to the hospital and get some medicine. Simple as that. But even that's too difficult for Cyrax. And the past few weeks have been very tough for the guy. He's been just getting hounded from all different angles, from all different trolls, and he's been freaking out quite a lot, as you can see. So there's one final thing I want to show you here. And before I do, I just want to say this. Keemstar, don't you go striking this. Don't be a little strike star and take this down, because Cyrax decided it was time to jump on the LolCal podcast. Now, going on to a show with someone like Wings of Redemption, who's made claims before that he believes the age of consent should be 12, you'd think it's like a friendly place for Cyrax. But with the dude Tommy C there, and with Boogie, who is also a creep, there as well, Cyrax still managed to get into like a heated exchange and then rage quit their show too. So I'm going to show you all a few seconds of that right here.
If you had the chance, would you have gone out there? If you had the chance, would you have met somebody that you thought was a 17, 15?
I don't know. No, I don't do that. I'm not like Tony. I'm not a stupid ass like that, bro. There's a difference between getting caught doing something online and doing real.
Yeah, there's a difference.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's a difference, but
shit online
one
still
thing you
really
share in
bad,
common
my
is you're
opinion.
both attracted to
My
minors.
opinion, but-
You're both attracted to minors. There's a
Whatever.
common
I feel like it's really
ground.
bad.
I agree with
Tommy.
you. Let's find some common ground.
Whatever,
Cyrax.
dude.
Yeah. Yeah,
When there is no common grounds. I'm not a.
Okay.
yeah, but I
Tony
mean,
is.
in the eyes of the
I
law,
got-
doing it online is
no,
just
no.
as bad as doing it in
I-
real life. It's
No,
both
it's
are a felony. Both are a felony.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me ask you this: if I'm such a and I've had police out here, I've had FBI and detectives. They've all three said the same thing, that I am not a.
Cops
but I
don't
need
say
to be
that,
more
but go
careful
ahead.
of what I'm doing. And
Yeah.
oh, but they do, motherfucker. But they
Well,
do.
They would.
It's a report.
That's a weird thing to say. Yeah.
I mean, all right, if they haven't said that, then why don't you all go back and look at all the body cam footage where they have
Well, they
openly
are.
said that.
They are
Go
definitely
back-
right. And one thing is that you need to be more careful about who you talk to.
You also said the cops in your town are
You
also said the cops in your town are worthless.
Oh, well, listen,
you said the
listen,
cops in your
stop,
town are
stop.
kind of worthless, so
Here's
maybe
the
they're just
thing.
worthless.
Right? Yeah. I mean, if they don't even realize you're a pedophile, then maybe they're not very good at their jobs.
Here's the thing, though, dude.
Good point.
Listen, dude. Listen, I've showed FBI. I've showed literal FBI and detectives as well as the cops of what I'm doing, and they both say the same thing, that I am being targeted by somebody like Marty, who is a sick, twisted piece of.
But you're still so desperate for love of a 14-year-old girl that you keep talking to people online.
It's all about
knowing you're targeted.
Clearly, you guys know nothing. So, Wayne, until you get better people on here, I'm out.
What's made today's video interesting to me is it shows that Cyrax will freak out in front of anybody anymore. He goes on the Lolcow podcast and a few questions are thrown his way that he doesn't like, and look at him, he rage quits, but he makes sure to give a shout to his boy Jordy Jordan, Wings of Redemption, before he does so. And I mean, look at that first video we watched. He was just going off at his chat more than anyone else, sitting in his room, freaking out at random comments coming in. Cyrax has never been so agitated, as he's freaking out really anytime he can now. And I'd love to tell you guys where to go watch this, but Cyrax's channels come and go. And even though I do know his channel's name, really don't want to send people over there because Cyrax getting views is something that nobody wants to see. But if there's anything more interesting that comes out of this, I'll be sure to make a video on it, because I'm telling y'all right now, all the other videos on his channel they're pretty pointless. You know, it's just Cyrax doing his normal Cyrax stuff. But when those videos come out of him raging, chef's kiss, ladies and gentlemen. It's great to see the Goblin back where he's supposed to be. And with that being said, I really got nothing else to talk about here. I guess the last thing I'll do before I go is drop a cheap plug for myself and Kiwi's show that we do every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, called Too High for Stupid. It's live over on Kiwi's channel. If you guys have never been over there before, I'm sure if you came by, you would have a very good time. So, with that being said, I am out of here. I hope you guys have a very safe rest of your day, and have a good one, ladies and gentlemen. The weekend is fastly approaching, and you're going to be sitting back, relaxing, and chilling before you even know it. So, until I see you next time, ladies and gentlemen, take care and have a great rest of your day.